I was barely old enough to understand what death was, when the ground beneath Port-au-Prince turned into an open grave. January 12th, I don't need a calendar to remember. It lives inside my ribs like a splinter I could never reach. 1 second the city was breathing, next second it exhaled for the last time. 31 seconds, that's all God needed to erase what took lifetimes. I was 7 years old, standing in a cloud of concrete and ash, screaming names into the dust, not knowing which ones would answer back. The buildings didn't fall slow like they do in movies. They dropped like they were ashamed of what they'd seen inside them. And the silence after the shaking was louder than the shaking. A city of 2 million people holding its breath, then breaking. That night lasted longer than any night has the right to last. I prayed so hard I confused praying with screaming. And I still don't know if God was listening, if he just let it pass. Either way, I woke up the next morning without half the people I love breathing. I survived Haiti, but survival ain't the same as living. There's a version of me buried there I'll never get back. Some people made it out, some people made their peace with the rubble. And I carry every name like a stone inside my chest that I can't crack. I still feel the tremor in my hands when January comes around. Still hear my family's voices echo somewhere underground. You say time heals everything, but you ain't lost everything to time. Some grief don't fade, it just learns to live between the lines. Just learns to live between the lines. Yeah. My cousin was 17 with a laugh that could fix a bad day. They found him 3 days later under where the school used to be. My aunt held on through the first night, then let go before the morning. And I wonder if she heard us calling, or if the pain just set her free. My grandmother prayed for 40 days straight without stopping. Not because she believed everything would be okay. She knew better, she prayed because it was the only language left to speak of grief. And because silence was the other option, and silence would have killed her. We moved in a tent that smelled like plastic and rain and sorrow, counting the people still standing, too afraid to count the ones who weren't. The children stopped crying after a while, and that silence was the worst sound. Like something in us learned to swallow fire so we wouldn't get burned. The cameras came, the news trucks came, the world watched for 2 weeks, then changed the channel and moved on to the next disaster. But we were still inside it, years later still inside it. No cameras left, no aid trucks, just us trying to rebuild what they couldn't capture. I grew up too fast in 31 seconds. Learned that love doesn't protect the people you love. That God can take everything you built your world around and leave you standing in the rubble, still looking up. I survived Haiti, but survival ain't the same as living. There's a version of me buried there I'll never get back. Some people made it out, some people made their peace with the rubble. And I carry every name like a stone inside my chest that I can't crack. I still feel the tremor in my hands when January comes around. Still hear my family's voices echo somewhere underground. You say time heals everything, but you ain't lost everything to time. Some grief don't fade, it just learns to live between the lines. 14 years and people say you should be over it by now. Like grief follows a schedule, like trauma clocks out after midnight. But every January 12th I wake up before the sun comes up, and I just sit there in the quiet, and I let myself feel all of it. The smell of concrete dust and burning, the sound of my own voice calling names in the rubble, the sight of my grandmother's hands shaking but folded, still praying to a God she was angrier. Cause what else do you do? Some people think Haiti is a headline, a statistic, a charity campaign. 250,000 lives reduced to $1 amount. But those were people who had names, who had futures, who had laughter. And the least that I can do while I'm still breathing is make that count. I survived Haiti and I'm still standing in the wreckage. Not because I'm strong, but because they didn't get the chance. I speak their names because the world moves fast and forgets that with memory is the only resurrection that I have. For every dream that got buried with the bodies in the concrete. For every child who never got to grow into who they were meant to be. The earthquake took the ground beneath our feet, but not our story. And as long as I'm alive, their names belong to history. January 12th, 31 seconds, 250,000 lives. I was 7 years old. I am still 7 years old.